Hey, nearly there, nearly there. This is the straight line section. So really, the one big thing we need to know is y is equal to mx plus c. Tell me why. We have got the gradient, and we have got the y-intercept. So if we've got a straight line, the y-intercept is where the line crosses the y, and oh, pen's disappeared. And the gradient, oh, it's going really slow. Computer's dying on me. This is how late it is. There we go. So doing it again. Perfect. The gradient is really just the height divided by the length, isn't it? So the height divided by the length. That's all the gradient is. But for us, we're going to be given 2 points, and we will be saying that the gradient, okay, we could say it's height divided by length, but what is the height? Well, it's a difference in our y values, isn't it? It's y2 take away y1, and the length is x2 take away x1. So y2 take away y1 divided by x2 take away x1. That's the equation that we're using. All that really means is the height divided by the length. Nice. So let's crack on then. Find the equation of a line passing through these 2 points. This is it, standard fare. Brilliant. What we do, take three hidden, point, gradient, and equation. So my points are -3, -1, and -5, 7. I'm going to label these up with x1, y1, and x2, y2, just so I don't make a mistake. So the gradient is going to be equal to y2 take away y1 divided by x2 take away x1. So that's 7 plus 1 divided by -5 plus 3. That's going to be 8 over -2, which is -4. So I've got a gradient of -4. Let me just sub that into the equation. Now I quite like just using the y equals mx plus c equation. Why is that popped up? Go away. Here's having a hissy fit. So the gradient I know is 4. I'm just going to substitute any point I like. So I'm going to substitute in this first one. So y is -1 and x is -3. Just sub them in. So -1 is equal to -12 plus c. Get c on its own by adding 12 to both sides. Just a wee thing in there. Add 12 to both sides. So 11 is equal to c. And that does not seem to be the answer in the book for some reason. Oh, I can see what I've done. Oh no. So lazy, I should just go back and fix that one up. Sorry, y is -1. M is -4. That's -3. Sorry. So -1 is equal to 12 plus c. Take away 12. It's going to be -13 is c. Silly me, silly me. So y is equal to my gradient, -4x, take away 13. I'm going to see the negative there. So yeah, point, gradient, equation. Label them up. Take your time with your negatives. And yeah, just give yourself a quick double check to see if you haven't made any silly mistakes like me. Oh, very late at night. I don't know why I'm doing it late. Someone give me a cup of tea. Right, next one. Find an expression for the gradient. This is quite a good one because it's getting you to use your factorizing skills, right? So what it means is we know the gradient is y2 take away y1 divided by x2 take away x1. So let's write that down. And let's label them up, write that down. Let's call that x1, y1 and x2, y2. So y2, 4p squared, take away y1 of 9 divided by 4p, take away 6. And then we're just factorizing. What can I take out of the top and what can I take out of the bottom? Well, on the top, I could do difference of two squares. I could say that's 2p take away 3 and 2p plus 3. Because all I'm doing is saying that's a squared take away b squared, the square root of this, square root of that. And I'll divide that by, take out 2 as a common factor, so it's 2. 2p take away 3, they cancel out. You're left with 2p plus 3, variable 3, divided by 2. Excellent. This one here, a straight line is this, find the coordinates of where it crosses the y-axis. So what this is really saying is rearrange to y equals mx plus c. If I want to rearrange that one, I'm saying, all right, well, -5y is going to be 20 take away 2x. I'll just write it like this though. I'm taking away 2x from both sides, and then I'm going to divide by -5. That's going to be negative 2x divided by -5 plus 20 divided by -5. That's 2/5 x. The gradient is 2/5, and the intercept occurs at -4. So the actual coordinate for that would be 0, -4. So this one just is a rearranged question. We want to get it into the right form. Because right now, if it said, what's the gradient? A lot of folk look at that and say, oh, the gradient's 2, it's the number in front of x. But it's only that number when you rearrange it into y equals mx plus c. Okay? So far, we've just done the generic find the equation of the line, PGE, which comes up a lot. We've done a little algebraic one, where we're putting in two skills together, straight line and factorising, quite good. And then a rearranged classic. This is the other very popular question that comes up. So we're given an actual graph, and we've got to find the equation. So it's really straight line in context. We've got distance along here, we've got price up here. And again, feel free to pause the video and read the question more if you want. But if I say I've got 8 miles and 14, that just means that is 8:14. B is 12:20 because D is the x-axis and P price is the y-axis. So I want to find the equation. I'll just do P, G, E for that every single time. So I'll label my points up. I'll call that x1 and y1, x2 and y2, and then I'll do my gradient. Okay, right, gradient is y2, take away y1, divided by 12, take 8. It's going to give me 6 divided by 4. So that's nice, it's a fraction, divide top and bottom by 2, so it's 3 over 2. The equation, mx plus c. I'll pick any point I like, I'll pick the first point. 14 is equal to 3 over 2, 8 plus c. So let's multiply that out. 8, 16, 24. 3 times 8 by 2 is 12. Plus c, take away 12 from both sides, so c is going to be 2. My final answer is y is equal to 3 over 2x plus c. Then put your x and y in context. In this case, the y-axis is p, and the x-axis is d. Okay, so it's exactly the same as before. You've just got to, basically ignore all that. We don't need any of that, and just know that that's the important bit. That's your coordinates. Let's see. Calculate the cost of a journey of 5 miles just means substitute in. So we've got a distance of 5 miles. Okay, so if that was the case, I'm saying my equation is P is equal to 3 over 2, but instead of D, I'm going to put in 5 miles. So I wrote plus C there, so I meant to write plus. So I meant to write plus 2. So daisies. Yeah, plus 2. So that's going to be 15 divided by 2. That'll be 7.5 plus 2. 9.5. I'll just put the decimal places. £9.50. So you're just substituting in. It is as simple as that. Okay, but that comes up quite a lot. This is the exact same. Oh, it's going to the bottom now. This is the exact same kind of question here. We don't need to know anything of what's going on. All I need to do is look for my two coordinates. So I know that A there is 5 and 200. I know that B is 25, 500. And then we do the same again. What's the gradient? Getting onto the gradient y2, take away y1, divided by x2, take away x1, it's 300 divided by 20, cancel the zeros, gradient of 15, quite a steep line. So y is equal to mx plus c. You see I'm a wee bit lazy now. I've labelled up my points. I've not labelled them up. I've just gone straight for gradient and then equation. I'll use a nice small number, so I'll say 200 is equal to 15 times 5 plus c. So that's 200 is equal to 75 plus c. C is equal to 125. That means that intercept is 125. Which actually makes sense, doesn't it? That's 200 up there. Yeah, that's good. So my final answer is y equals 15x plus 125. Write it in the right form. Got calories is equal to 15 F for fat plus 125. And if I wanted the last bit, I'm running out of time. Yeah, contains 40 grams of fat, number of calories. All we're doing is substituting the number 40 in there. 40 times 15 plus 125. Yes, I think I'll do one more video on straight line, just one more. Hope you enjoyed that.